welcome students. Welcome. We are continuing the old summer in a day part 3. So they all are waiting for the sun to come out. So one of the boy asked Margaret to move away from the window side. Well, don't wait around here, cried the boy savagely. Savagely means in a very inviolent manner. You won't see anything. Her lips moved. Nothing, he cried. It was all a joke, was it? Wasn't it? He turned to other children. Nothing is happening today. Is it? They all blinked at him and then, understanding, laughed and shook their heads. Nothing, nothing. Oh, but Margaret whispered, her eyes helpless. But this is the day the scientists predict. They say they know the sun. So the boy, one of the boy, William, is asking the Margaret to move away from the window side because he is jealous of Margaret because she has experienced the sun before. So he was just saying to other friends also, scientists didn't predict anything like the sun is going to see today. So he was just mocking Margaret. So Margaret understood that these people are just mocking Margaret, and she in her mind whispered silently that sun is going to rise in their planet today. All a joke, said the boy and seized her roughly. Hey everyone, let's put her in a closet before the teacher comes. So they are planning to put Margaret in a dark room in the school. No, said Margaret, falling back. They surged about her, caught her up, and bore her, protesting and then pleading and then crying, back into the tunnel, a room closet were a slammed and locked door. They stood looking at the door, and so it trembled from her beating and throwing herself against it. They heard her muffled cries, then smiling, they returned and went out and to come down to the tunnel just as the teacher arrived. So they put Margaret in a closed room. As the Margaret was trying to come out from the room, they can hear the Margaret was just knocking the door as with all strength as she could. But they just in a evil smile, they just come out from the surged. Here means move suddenly or powerfully. Forward or upward direction, and muffled means not loud because of being something obstructed in some way, and they just in a very forceful way they pushed her in the closed room, and she was trying and she was crying aloud, but as it is a closed room nobody is able to hear her voice. Ready children, she glanced herward. So now the teacher has arrived the class. At present, while they were doing these things to Margaret, teacher was not in the class. Yes, said everyone. Are we all here? She was inquiring. She was just confirming that everyone was here. Students said yes. They just lied to the teacher. The rain slackened still more. Slackened means reducing the intensity. They crowded to the huge door. The rain stopped. Now the rain is going to stop. It was as if the midst of film concerning an avalanche, a tornado, a hurricane, a volcanic eruption, something had first gone wrong with sound apparatus, then thus muffling and finally cutting off all noise, all of the blast and repercussion and thunders, and then second ripped the film from the projector, inserted in its place a beautiful tropical style which do not move or terror. See the choice of words that has been used by the author Ray. He is just comparing the as when the sun has come out, it was just like an avalanche. Avalanche means uncontrollably if the rocks or the snow is coming on, that is mean by avalanche. So it was just like the planet was just like an avalanche, but suddenly it was like just like a tornado or a hurricane, a volcanic, something just had happened. Like sound apparatus means a suddenly a stillness had happened to this planet, and everything was silent, and like all the thunders, lightning, everything has come just to a moment of silence, everything in a stillness. The world ground to stand still. The entire planet is in a silent mode. The silence was so immense and unbelievable. It was so important, it was so unbelievable that after 7 years they can hear the pure silence, a pin drop silence all over the planet. And they feel like something had happened to her ears. They feel like no sounds, they feels like deaf and dumb. Unbelievable that you have felt your ears had been stuffed or you had lost your hearing altogether. It was just like they cannot hear anything. That much of silence that has been in the planet now. The children put their hands to their ears and they stood apart. The door slid back and the smell of the silent waiting the world came into them. So they were just waiting for the sun to come out. The sun came out. Wow. And the sun came out. It was the color of flaming browns and it was very large. As Margaret said, it was very large. It was bright in color and the sky around it was a blazing blue teal color, and the jungle burned with the sunlight as the children, released from the spell, rushed out yelling into the springtime. They were just enjoying seeing the sun. They were so happy and they were just enjoying the summertime. It's like a spring has come to the planet. The entire the entire jungle, the entire forest that has been surrounded by this planet is just enjoying the sun. No, don't you go too far, called the teacher after them. You have only 2 hours, you know you won't go on to get caught. So the teacher is just giving a warning that you have only 2 hours, please come back soon, don't go so far. But they were running and turning their faces up to the sky and feeling the sun on their cheeks like warm iron. They were taking off their jackets and letting the sun burn their arms. Oh, it's better than sun lamp, isn't it? Much better. So they were just removing their jackets, the clothes that has been put on their body. They were just enjoying the sun warmness and they were just enjoying the sun, this spring season. Oh, it is better than sun lamps because, as you know, vitamin D is efficient for our body. These children might be having some illuminating sun lamps in their rooms or houses in order to get effect of sunlight. So the son of the girl is telling it is much better than the sun lamps. So the other girl is telling yes, much better. They stopped running and stood in the great jungle covered Venus that grew and never stopped growing. So it was just like the Venus planet. Around the Venus planet, the forest is they were just they go into the forest. They was enjoying the sun. It was just like, as I told you, if the planet is again, some water will come, it will crush out the trees and again it will go. So everything has stopped now. The entire planet, the sky, the forest, and everything, every each and everything, living and non-living things, everything is just enjoying the sunlight tremendously, even as you watched it. Well, so it's like uncontrollably everything has happened. Tremendously means something uncontrollable. So the forest, everything is the forest, the thunder, light, everything is rain is like an uncontrollable. Suddenly it is less stopping. It was a nest of octopi means the plural of octopus, clustering up great arms of flesh like weed wavering and flowering in the brief spring. It was just like octopus is just stretching out his legs in order to in the spring season. It was the color of rubber and ash, this jungle, from the many years without sun. The entire planet seemed to be so dull, so grey in color. Why? Because they doesn't have any photosynthesis like the photosynthesis that our Earth planet is having. So it is like a dark color. It is a grey in color. It was the color of stones and white cheeses and ink. It was the color of the moon. Now they are enjoying the sun. Now the sun has come out. Now it has the photosynthesis. The light is just appearing. So everything seems to be very beautiful. But before it was the color of gray, rubber and ash. It was just like a very pale, a very dull color. Now the entire planet seemed to be very beautiful. The children lay out laughing on the jungle mattress and heard it sigh and squeak under them, resilient. And so the children are just enjoying the sunlight. They can hear the each and sigh and squeak means the entire forest is making sounds of different sounds to welcome the sunlight. So they are just enjoying the sun in their they are just enjoying the sun in the 2 hours. Resilient means a person who is or an animal who is not able to is able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult condition. A person or animal who is able to withstand or recover quickly from a difficult condition. so they can they are just enjoying the sunlight in the forest. They are just enjoying when the sun has come out from the after the 7 years of gap. They ran among the trees, they slipped and fell, they pushed each other, they played hide and seek. So they ran among the trees, they fell down, they are just not bothering about anything, they are just playing hide and seek. I'll see you on the next video.